Hi chat, give me just a moment to set everything up, since I literally just saw that it dropped myself. I literally just saw it, and I was just hanging out in Rosie's chat, and I feel so sorry for going live while Rosie is live. But we gotta cover this very quickly. Like, I said I'd go live. If it comes on, I'd said I'd go live, and I promised I would. Here we are. Cinder dropped her apology. Cinder dropped her apology. We're gonna take a look at it. We're gonna run the first 3 minutes of ads real quick, so everyone gets that out. Did she have a ukulele? No, it's a dog. It's a dog. We're gonna take a look at that in a minute. Oh, I have my alarm, alarm's muted. My bad. Alarm, literally. Could still have ukulele. Yeah. We're just gonna quickly cover this. Google Doc stocks are buzzing right now. They truly are. If it's a dog, it's not a good sign. I took a peek at it. It's 7 pages of pure words. It's 7 pages of pure words. I want to see Powder's prophecy will come true. We shall see. We will read it. We're reading it live. I was thinking, should I read it first and then go live? Should I talk about it tomorrow? Should I talk about it now? But I did promise you guys I would go live if it drops. I did promise you guys we would cover this live if it drops, so here we are. Fox News Live. Yeah. I was just watching Tecton update that was posted like 3 hours ago or something. Tecton did an update post on it too? I don't know. Don't know about that. Do not know about that. I just know Tecton got banned for calling, for insulting Frogan. We're gonna turn off sound alerts. They're already off. The check-ins might be broken. Like, I literally didn't prepare at all. I literally just saw, oh, it's out. Okay. We pressed the go live button. Yeah, check-ins work now. You did nothing wrong but tell the truth. No, the issue is... Okay, I have 2 issues, right? Like, first of all, it's Twitch, right? On one hand, harassing and insulting that way isn't that TOS that it shouldn't be. But people have gotten away with far worse. People have gotten away with far worse. That's my issue with it. Like, I think he shouldn't have done it because, yeah, the ban is warranted. But yeah, like said Frogan, yeah. The asymmetry of punishment, yeah. Like, that's the issue with Twitch, right? I cannot wait. This opening paragraph is gold. I haven't read it yet. We'll cover it in a second. Alright, I need to connect my iPhone. Sup! Let me get VTube Studio out. Yo, we're listening to Ashen Vale today. I figured it out. I figured out which one is the good OSTs to listen to. She came with a dog a little too fast. Yeah, I would have expected her to wait a little bit. Plus, there don't seem to be any receipts. It's just an apology. We shall see. What did Cinder do? I'm out of the loop. I uploaded my entire VOD of it already to YouTube. My entire VOD is already on YouTube on that. But I just it's so much. Give me a moment. I gotta connect my V-Bridger, connect to iPhone, connect. Here we go. Timing is crazy. Yeah. We're gonna look at it in a second. We're just waiting for everyone to drop in real quick. We're gonna look at it in 2-3 minutes. Gonna look at it, see what she said, see the general reception of it, build our own opinion. You know. Yes, I'm live because of the doc. If you couldn't tell. I am live because of the doc. Cause I promised I'd come live. Did Redactor get banned on Twitch? Is that what I'm hearing? Did he? What's his Twitch account called? I don't know. But is your model 3D? No, it's 2D. My model is 2D. Redacted. I followed him yesterday on Twitter to see if he posts anything, but I already forgot his Twitter account. Redacted. Here, following. I don't know if he ever posted his Twitch account. It's the issue. It's not in his bio. Shit, I'm starting to think Kitsunero's boyfriend might be her manager. No, he's not. I wish he was! Then I'd have to deal with shit less. I'd have to deal with shit less if he was. Are we reading Cinder's doc? Yeah. Also, chat, I know a handful of you guys are coming in from Rosie's stream. Make sure to have us both open on 2 different browsers. So the views still count for her too. Split tabs. 2 different browsers would make it a sure thing. Also, Twist the Rebellion, thank you. Thank you for the Prime. Also, Teabag, thank you for the fucking 12 months. What's up, man? For whose rim is it? Don't worry about it. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it's okay. Lieutenant 30, thank you for the 3 months, man. Different device also works? Yeah. Finally caught up to me. To one. Hey. Yeah. We're gonna look at it in just a minute or 2. Cinder apologist? Yeah, that's an apology doc. There's an apology doc. I put Rosie on my other TV. Do that. Basically, Cinder's accused of trying to monopolize Nano, Cinder's artist, through her manager and partner Red, plotting and making drama to scare away Nano from Cinder's friends as clients and pages of other things. Yeah. I'm just gonna wait for the hype train to run out for people to drop in. Give it a minute or 2. And then I'm gonna take a look at it. Because it literally just dropped. Let people like drop it in. Get some snacks ready. We shall see. We haven't started the doc, have we? No. We're waiting. I'm gonna wait like a minute or 2 for people to come in. Don't worry. Wasn't even watching her stream, but I do as the Fox comments. Yeah, do that! Give Rosie another view. She had some tech issues today and lost a handful of lurkers. Super long, it's really long. Yeah, we're gonna be here a minute for it. Alana's also talking about it. Yeah. I saw Alana is still covering the original Nano doc. I saw.
Buckle in, everyone, and don't take your sleeping pills. We have a lot of reading ahead, kecking.
We do. Oh, poor Rosie Belmo. Yeah. Good, I started, but I saw you recently went live, so I was like, bet I'm listening to Kitsu. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys coming in. But yeah. Alana's live, but since Alana doesn't stream on Friday and Saturdays, she's just covering it now. Like, I believe Alana's literally at the start of the entire drama. Like, if I'm looking in... Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's still reading Nanos. I'm pretty sure she's still reading Nanos doc right now. Midway through doc 1? Alright. She's still on doc 1. Alright. Well, we have the advantage, I guess, that we do stream on Saturdays. And that the shit went loose on Saturdays. God damn it, kids, I have to work tomorrow. Well, you can always watch the VODs. Also, Wildcato, thank you so much for the Prime. And enjoy Phoenix, but I think I already thanked you. So, if not, well, thank you again. Hi, everyone. Hi. What is less fun? That is true. I work soon. Fuck, man. Did you see Shalily's comments she's made at the start of her stream today? Today? No, I haven't. Today I was busy watching Rosie and helping Rosie with stuff. Oh, Pet the Fox is so cute, man. What I'm saying is, if the apology is good, I can forgive, but I won't forget and I will not be returning to her streams. Yeah, I get that. Kensho took the stream on what? Are you and Rosie good friends? I'd say so, yeah. I'd say so. What did she say? I didn't read it yet. My toxic trait is needing to be up to date with shit like this life as it happens. Same. Let's see if Cinder adequately repented for his sins or not. If not, she's already in hell. Yeah. By the way, please see the Nero clip from her Cinder collab. I've saved it. I have. I've seen it today. I can show you guys. Might show you guys after we've read the apology. So what's going on? Cinder's apology dropped. And we're just giving it a moment or two for people to come in. Because we're gonna cover it live. I made a TLDR beneath the post so you can read after or sooner and judge for yourself. Wait, where? Where did you do that? Either way, let's already go over here. Let's get the preview over here already. Apology for what? I've been away for days. Oh, goody. I'll give a short summary. in a minute. I will give a short summary in a minute, but give me a moment. Let me zoom this in. Flashbang! Just gonna prepare this so you guys can read it too. Here. Just gonna zoom this the fuck in. There. We zoomed it the fuck in. Fox News host Kitsu here to break the news. Yeah, I am. I guess. Actually, let me get like a different tab open. So we have the background sound on the VOD too. Because the sound isn't going on the VOD. Now, this is going to be on the VOD. And WoW music is fine on the VOD. Completely chill. Yeah, this should be... This should be fine. Not gonna spoil, but I guess who doesn't take responsibility? Oh lordy lord. Let me move over here already. We'll make ourselves smaller a bit. Let me flashbang. No, never mind. No flashbang. It's already in dark mode. Oh, but where did I go? What's happening? Close this. Have this open. Okay. Apologies, trash. Okay, give it a moment. I haven't read it yet. I have not read it yet, so give it a moment. Okay. We're going to take... we're going to mute TTS now. Alerts and TTS muted. Pin this. Yes. Manually unpinned. No spoilers. No spoilers! No spoilers! Give me your ratings after. Silent tits. Yes. Sinder's apology dropped, if you haven't heard. And we're going to cover it live. I haven't personally read it yet. If you don't know what's going on, Nonetheless, who is Sinder's model artist who did a lot of models and a lot of art for Cinder, popped a nuke yesterday. She dropped a nuke yesterday. Where it turns out that Cinder and her manager tried to monopolize an artist, as well as a backstabbing, distrusting, being disloyal towards their supposed friends. Namely, Bow, Cottontail, Shy Lily, and Silverveil, who is not a friend, but who she seemed to be jealous of, maybe? As well as always trying to one-up Spite, who she also wasn't friends with, but because she always thought Spite was copying her, while Spite was proving that she posted outfits first. That's a super quick TLDR of it. My entire VOD of that is already on YouTube if you haven't seen it. And Koala, my editor, is already working on editing it down into a video on the YouTube. So if you see this on YouTube right now, the video is already out. If you're live right now, hi chat. Hi chat, hi YouTube. Hi life, hi past or present or future. Hi future. Let's get to it. Flashbang. There's nothing I can say to make this better, but I will try my best to properly convey my feelings, frustrations, and mistakes. I'd like to explain my point of view and apologize to each party affected. Redacted has been my co-content creator since I began making content, managing all aspects of what I do, and being a major part of why I am here. Now, right away, I wonder if this means from when she started making content as Tashi or as Cinder. We have also been in a relationship since the start of my endeavors. Okay, so I'm guessing she is literally talking since Tashi days. It's no secret that many VTubers choose to keep their public personal life separate, and I'm no different. As of yesterday, he's no longer working with me, and I have not extensively discussed any of this with him. Oh yeah, but he's gonna know. But he'd also show what's going on with the shit show going on online right now, man. Where our personal situation goes from here will be figured out between us privately. That is fair. That is none of our business. I never intended to mention us publicly, but given that the claims are out there, I want everyone to know I'm taking this seriously. After years of working on everything together, his hyper-business-orientated outlook warped my view. Warped my view of what it is I should be doing and what should be important to me as I navigate this. There it is. There. Are you for real? You... I mean, we did expect this. No one's surprised. No one's surprised. Okay, let's keep reading. I have a terrible work-life balance as it is, and being around projects and streams all day every day made me lose sight of the point. It took all of this happening for me to realize this behavior is normal or healthy, and it's not an outlook I want to have. This doesn't absolve me of the things I've willingly done wrong and went along with, or the way I've treated people who were fully undeserving. Alright? Alright. Last part is okay. But, bro, that sentence right here, bro. Literally the hyper business-orientated outlook. Literally pushing it on him. Oh my god, I cannot. This part right here, I take very issue with. His hyper-focus oriented outlook warped my view of what it is I should be doing. Let's keep going. In regards to Nanolis, for the majority of the time working with her, Red was the one almost solely doing the communication again about new plans and negotiations through his private DMs. Nano had a project server we were all part of where the actual art and models were worked on, but the conversations were focused around the work itself. I was not fully aware of the extent of Red's manipulation over Nano's commission decision. And I should have been more diligent in my oversight. I'm sorry, what? Like, when we go to Nanoliss's doc, right here, flashbang, flashbang. She literally talked to Cinder directly about it. Right here. And she addressed Silver by name herself. In regards of Nanolis, the majority of the time working with her private DMs, yes. I was not fully aware of the extent of Red's manipulation over the Nano Commission decision. I should have never been more diligent, and I should have been more diligent in my oversight. Every time I had been told that Nano has agreed to work on a new commission with me, it had been willingly and with excitement. From my point of view, it was that she genuinely wanted to be working on these things. I wanted to work with Nano as much as I possibly could, making her art the face of my brand. We had come to the conclusion that it'd be in my best interest to talk with Nano about making more time for my projects by negotiating with her to cut out the work. This was wrong for us to push onto her. It was wrong to the other creators who wanted the chance of working with her. Yes. Yes, it is. There was only one specific creator we were responsible for naming and pressuring Nano into reconsidering projects with, not an entire list. Not an entire list? What do you mean? What's with this list? What's with this list? What's with Bowel, Cotton, and Silver? What's with those three? If that's not a list, she's going to explain? Okay. Alright, fair. Should I make it a little bit bigger for you guys? No, that's a little bit too big, right? Here you guys go. Of her own volitation, Nano cancelled a large portion of her model commissions last September. Yeah, because she felt pressured into it. Because you guys kept pushing her. Because... Sorry. Because... Where is it? Where's that screenshot? Where he literally came back in to ask if they already cancelled the one with Nano. And here, you didn't tell Silver you canceled because of us, right? I can't find the one with Bao right now, but yeah. We could open Bao's doc right now. Bao. Bao. Flashbang! Here, right here. Did you cancel models yet? Right there! Right here! I'm scared to cancel with Bao. You shouldn't be. Right there! However, the claim that I was just using her is wrong. I've always treated Nana with respect as my friend. And as my friend. I did give her a lot of work and we did everything we could to accommodate her schedule if she needed more time or a break. And even helped her with her own project payments multiple times. I've invited her on my stream, I've sent her my merch and things she's made for me. And I was always open to talking to her about things outside of our projects and the instance we would message each other. Sorry, I need to drink something real quick. Hashtag unban Bao, legit. Regarding the exclusivity deal made between them, I had no part in the direct negotiations of their eventual agreement, and I had no knowledge of Bao and Cotton being included in this list. If I had known my friends were included, I would have said something to put a stop to it. I was only aware of it being about one person who I was unfairly pursuing. Do you guys believe she had no idea of it? What do you guys think? Unsure, she's lying, hard to believe, hell no, no. Don't type fucker. Like, be respectful. Like, do not type that. Be respectful. As I said earlier, Nano's message only seemed to mention one person to her specifically. It's really doubtful taking into account the stuff from Silver Stock. Let me open Silver Stock as well. Let's get that one out too. Silver Veil. Flashbang! Flashbang! Here, Silver's mentioned directly, right? This is Cinder. The one thing right here, that's true. This one right here, that one is very telling. The fact that she went out... Was it this one? No, it wasn't this one. It was this one right here. That screenshot right here. This one is so telling. Like, legit, this one is so telling on all of this. So, I don't know. Let's keep going. When Nano had messaged me about this agreement almost a month later, I was under the assumption this was only about Silvervale. I was upset that my initial messages to her were very guilt-trippy. But I wasn't going to force Nano to do anything she wasn't okay with and tried reassuring her that I was okay with her decision. Nano had also never come to me as seriously and professionally as her document was looking to address the issue she had with either of us. or to terminate our partnership. Yeah, because I will tell you why. Because she was already feeling a lot of pressure. She was already unsure if it's her own mental, if her community would come after her, if other people would come after her. Nano felt a lot of pressure. Like, we can all be like in hindsight and, oh, I would have done this differently. But actually being the person in the situation, you don't know how you're gonna react yourself. And I don't think Nano did anything malicious. Nano was pressured. Nano felt like she was trapped. I had no idea there was even a conversation about Shy Lily recently between Red and Nano until reading her document. It's true, and I had confided in Red that lately I hadn't been hearing from Lily like I had in the past, and was worried something was wrong. But that's as far as it went, and he took it upon himself to try digging for more info. And I was never even aware Nano was ever planning to work on a model for another of my friends, Giri. I do not condone anything about what Red said about Bao in these DMs either, and him using we and our in this context is abhorrently incorrect, and I believe was done to gain greater credibility behind what he was saying. Yes, Red and I were initially upset when Bao hired my editor, and I took it personally when I shouldn't have. I felt as if maybe my content wasn't good enough, or like I wasn't paying enough for his work. But I accepted it and was happy for him getting that back and supporting one of my friends at the same time. And yes, I was also upset with Zack, the Boss Rush MV, and had told us that he won't be working on any future project with us. Had told us, or had he told us? And would instead be working exclusively for Bao. Had told us, okay, but Red got it in his head that it was Bao's fault that it happened and seemingly held a grudge against her for it. He was very passionate about Boss Rush and the potential future projects around it, but he told me without an MV editor as talented as Zack, the future projects wouldn't reach the same heights. So he created his headcanon that's laid out in those DMs. Let me take another drink. Third time she's blaming Red. Where were we? Where's the mouse? Here. You can say he was very passionate about Boss Rush and the potential future projects, but he told me without an MV talented as Zack, the future project wouldn't reach the same heights. So he created this headcanon that's laid out in those DMs. I wasn't convinced this was the case. But it's my fault for never speaking with Bao. Sorry, Flashbang. Is it easier to see where I'm at? Is this easier to see? Yeah, this is easier to see. Like, I'ma just highlight this. I wasn't convinced this was the case, but it's my fault for never speaking with Bao about these things directly to clear things up. And letting it spiral to the point it got to. Every comment here about her own music, guilt-tripping, and claims about our shared feelings towards her are disgusting. They honestly don't know why he thought this way about my close friends beyond the resentment over those two things. Or why it was worth sabotaging her over. The "It's just business" screenshot of my DMs with Nano's document was from November of 2023. I'll go into my thoughts process of everything I said here. But what Red was trying to explain to Nano is that if everyone has a model by her... Bro, we don't need an explaining of it. It just doesn't make sense. What Red was trying to explain to Nano is that if everyone has a model by her, then the initial value of her model overall are diminished by there being an oversaturation of that type of model out there. If everyone in the world had a VTuber model done by her, then the value of her having her model wouldn't be the same as if there were only a handful of them, which he viewed as negative for me. Why try to explain it? You don't need to explain it. I find it sus that she tries to explain it. Cats? Amani? I find it very sus that she's trying to explain it. Especially, not everyone in the world is gonna have a nano model. Like, Jesus Christ. Nano has limited time too. Does she know that a model creator having more clients, more business, more money, more success? Literally. But no, this is a very selfish way of thinking. Give me a moment, I need more water, I'm sorry. Like, spit is accumulating in my mouth. Annie, enough. Enough. Shut up. You good. Okay, that's better. Let's keep going. I understand where he was coming from this, but in the VTuber space, this isn't something we should have pursued. Nana has an amazing skill where she's able to draw each of her VTuber children uniquely, so I was never upset seeing new model siblings. Then why did you try to stop her from making a Silver Veil model? Why'd you try that though? In many cases, I was there cheering them on at their debut and looking to collab with them as sisters when I could. Me saying it's just business was referring to my acceptance of Nano's business decision, whether she chose to work with me or not. This was not in reference to anyone's model being cancelled, further explaining to her that it's okay if she chose to not work with me. To be honest, I think that one's truthful. Where is the SINDER? Like, I think that one is truthful. I felt like she was meaning that it's Nano's business. I don't know exactly where the screenshot of that one is, though. But that one, I think that one is truthful, and I do think that she was just talking about Nanos' business and not about cancelling a model. That one I will say, she's honest about. I can understand where the next part can sound manipulative, but my intention was to reminisce about the journey we had together up to this point. Oh, okay, so it's literally... Oh, it's literally this one. Yeah, it's literally this one then. Right here, this one. Where she started talking about... Yo, I helped you get better live 2D cutting and shit. And that's why your models turned out good. But why bring that up? Literally, why bring that up? I can understand where the next part can sound manipulative. Let me scroll up a bit for you guys. I can understand where the next part can sound manipulative, but my intention was to reminisce about the journey we had together up to this point, since at this time I wasn't sure if this were now and I would stop working together as frequently as we had been. And I'd have to look for a new model artist. I then encouraged her to work on project she's excited about while I talked to Red to find a project that would work with her schedule. So many words. So many words. What page are we on? I don't even know. 3rd page. Also, could you have like made it more paragraphed, man? Like so many wall text. Like I see this and I instantly don't even want to read it. Like this is so unsorted, man. Ugh. Like I hate walls. That might be the plan. I don't know. I hope it's not. I really hope it's not. I really hope not. AI summary go. copy it to Word doc and change line spacing? No, too much effort. When talking about Silverway, I need to start at the beginning. Before I was Cinder, I was a pink cherry blossom girl named Tashi that did ASMR content. When the VTuber boom happened in 2020, I knew I wanted to join in. Red and I contacted an artist in October and they were set to start my VTuber design by December. The plan was to take my cherry blossom persona Tashi and make her a pink-white wolf girl VTuber. In November of the same year, Silverway revealed her Sakura Wolf redesign. I had heard of Silverway earlier that year, but I didn't watch her streams at all. We knew we had to pivot before we were stuck with a design that wouldn't just be a copy of one of the most popular VTubers at the time. Fair enough, I can totally see that she wanted to go with a pink design again, since Tashi is pink-haired and very girly. And I guess I can see why she always had, like, a little bit of dislike towards Silvervale because of that. Like I've explained many times on my stream, I knew I wanted to be a wolf girl, so I mixed my love with Okami and metal music into the design and came out with the Ehal Hound. My name was originally going to be Amber, but Red came up with the name Cinder, since it was a mix of sin and cinder, both hell and fire themed. It was only a coincidence that it ended up being similar to Silver. I was genuinely interested in pursuing a friendship with her, and drew fan art of myself, of us together. On the other hand, Red was in my ear the whole time saying how great working together would be. Since again, he's been the business-oriented side of my brand. Since I started streaming, I have been ruthlessly compared to Silvervale, being called the discount version of her. I generally don't know where this is coming from. I have never seen that. Have you guys ever seen that? I mean, there might be comments of it in like YouTube comments, but everyone is always going to get compared to anyone. People are comparing me to Alana. People are calling me Pink Alana. I don't care. On 4chan mostly, bro. If you take 4chan seriously, you got serious mental illnesses. But aren't you? Shut up. Okay, I was accused of copying her design, copying her personality, even copying her love of all things. Silvervale 1.0. Okay, give me a moment. Silvervale VTuber Wiki. I can't even type. So... History, personality, 2019. No pictures! Where are the pictures of a 1.0 model? Gallery. V-Chojo Thigh Up. Idol Silvervale. Is any of them a 1.0? Here's a Silvervale. This is one of her earlier ones. Okay, I remember this one being one of her earlier designs, but I don't have a full body one here. And we got this one. Official art, okay. Reference sheets, okay, that's a good one. Reference sheets. Let's go here. This is probably new and this is old. Okay, so this is Silvervale 1.0, I believe. No, this is even 2.0. We don't even have a 1.0. But to be honest, she might have already been at her 2.0. But then I can easily find you guys' Nano's initial picture of. I can find you the initial one of the initial model. Give me a moment, sorry. Words are not wording. Words are not wording. Yeah, on the very left. Oh, shit, you guys can see that. Open a new tab. Shit. Sheet. Okay, I will need to move you guys. Up, there. That's her. That here, right here. That on the very left, that is her initial design. Let's say it would be that one. Apart from the freaking boob straps, which I also have, by the way, I don't think there's much similarities. I mean, okay, there's some legging straps right here. I think it's far-fetched. Like, especially because the entirety of the color scheme is completely different. Also, I don't really see any other picture of this here anywhere. I don't know which one is her official 1.0. Here's a blue dress she had, but none of these look like Cinder at all. Like, look at this. None of these look like Cinder at all. Even this one doesn't even look like her. And then this is a more recent one. Let's keep going. I was accused of copying her design, copying her personality, even copying her laugh of all things. They don't even have the same personality, I don't think. I don't think at all. Their personalities are vastly different. And the girl laughing cutely, like, come on. This is again, a Cinder skill issue by letting this get to her. And there was a large number of people who were diehard believers in the fact that I stole all of these attributes maliciously for my own gain. Citing the art I posted of us together, calling her an inspiration, when in reality this was referring to the decision to become a hellhound. The only time Silverveil was mentioned in the original designing of my character was when we explained why we were pivoting to something else. And there were no references of her character involved. I grew more resentful of Silver over time, between the constant belittling of myself, a controversy around my first waifu cup, and other incidents. I don't know about this. I generally have no idea. If any one of you guys knows, let me know, tell me about it, but I generally have no idea. Generally, none. I'm out of water already. But again, as I said at the start, I can see that she would grow resentful of her just because of the design and shit, and because people were doing that. But again, that is a skill issue on Cinder's part. Because it was all in Cinder's head and not from Silver's side. And other incidents, even though she herself never interacted with me directly. There it is. And it was also the fact that that made me insecure. Like, I wanted to know if she believed all these things or not. Reach out to her! It really felt as if she didn't like that I even existed in the same space. So at that point, I was working with Nano consistently. We brought up to not making any more models for her. Because you were insecure. She literally said because she was insecure, she did that. If a VTuber model is how everyone recognizes you, then it'd be harder to compare us directly if we no longer look alike or have that shared similarity. It was wrong and selfish decision, but it made me feel better, and that's why it was a constant topic with Nano. Red pushed for this harder than I ever did because he knew how it affected me for years, but no matter what the outcome was, I wasn't going to walk away from working with Nano. Silver was completely undeserving of this treatment, yeah. And it was my own insecurities that led me to making this choice. I became unapologetically evil towards her due to no direct action of her own. There's no excuse or any of this. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, you know? Not gonna respect that she says, yep, my own insecurities. No excuse, yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna just grab a little bit more water. Just a little bit more water, sorry. Okay. Oof. Where's your food? Oh, sorry. Got the water. Got the water! Wasserflasche. Ich habe eine Wasserflasche. Ich habe Wasser jetzt, ja. Wie toll ist das denn, ja. Okay. Moving on from Silver Veil, let me talk about Spite. Okay, I want to see what she says on her. Once again, I had no involvement or knowledge of Red bringing up Spite to Nano in 2023. My only personal involvement with excluding someone specific from working with Nano was Silver. My design sheet and outfit were finished and made public at the very start of 2021. The first thing she mentions is a debut teaser in 2022 that was apparently posted on the same day as her original debut, which I honestly don't know if at the time this was intentional or not. I don't know when I first discovered Spite, and it could have been after she debuted. When I first debuted, I was very possessive of my design and of my design details. So average girl not wanting some other girl to have the same outfit as hers. Hello kids, I love your content. I've watched your YouTube videos for a while, but this is my first time chatting. Hey, welcome in, man. This is it's my water. It's not my water, it's my air shit again. Then I'm fucking out of breath, man. Am I out of oxygen again? CO2 levels are mid. When I first debuted, I was very possessive of my design. I said average girl behavior. Air thing, I have a lot of CO2 built up in my apartment for no reason whatsoever. But yeah, high school girl behavior. I made it a year and a half since my design sheet was finished and public. I had made it a year and a half since my design sheet was finished and public to having a full VTuber debut as I watched everything grow and change from the sidelines. And I didn't want anyone else to capitalize on my concept before I could. Soon after my original debut, I remember Spite getting an update to her model that made it seem like she more closely resembled me, including fire added to her model. Without evidence, I saw it and thought she must have copied me. Literally, without evidence, she saw it and thought she copied her. Like, again, her own insecurities. Like her own insecurities again, man. But I never did anything about it other than voice my frustration to Red. I didn't want to start drama with anyone, and I didn't have ownership over Fire as a design and detail. The reference for the ripped shirt and shorts outfit on my bikini model was given to Nano in June of 2022. Chat? No, that was with Neantails. The comment was with Neantails. Where someone had posted cringe and she had liked it. Okay. Maybe she's gonna mention it, maybe not, I don't know. The reference for a ripped shirt and shorts outfit on my bikini model was given to Nano in June of 2022 with the purpose of having a cover-up outfit that would be safe for Twitch. The merch art she's referring to was my design around my concept of my fire changing blue. That's what I said too. Fire, when it gets hotter, is blue. I don't think that was a copy or a hint or a jab at spite. Fire gets blue when it's hot. When it's even hotter. I think this to be honest. I believe this to be honest. The fact that the rest of the art was a grayscale was the artist's choice, since it was going onto the back of a hoodie. And I didn't have a say, or at least I didn't counter that being my final decision. Did she say who the merch was with? Is that one on Uvu Market? Because I know how Uvu Market works. Do you guys know that? Let me find SINDER. I think so. Let me check. It's at least not on Uvu Market anymore, and I don't know if they took it out. Uvu Market is a merchandise website. If it was on Uvu Market, I can tell you this much. Uvu Market does provide artists for creators, such as myself, such as SINDER, to do the art for them. That is very true. We can have a little bit of feedback to it, but mostly the concept is done by an artist and approved by Uvu Market themselves. That is for free, and we do not have to pay extra for it. Uvu Market covers that. Could be that this was with Uvu Market. It could be that it was with another merchandise publisher, retailer that does the same thing. I do not know, but that's a little bit of input from my side here. My question is, why hasn't she dumped Red? If she's going to throw him under the bus and he is literally toxic towards her best friends, I would have ended it, but what's stopping her? She said that's her private matter, and I think that's fair. I do think that's none of our business. In the end, I do think that's none of our business. Let's see. Well, the fact that the rest of the art was grayscale was the artist's choice, since it was going onto the back of the hoodie, and I didn't have a say, or at least I didn't counter that being the final decision. There was no intention to deliberately look like Spite with the piece. Unfortunately, both my Angel and Sleepy outfits, being similar to outfits Spite has done in the past, was just a coincidence. I had always planned to one day make an Angel counterpart to my Demon outfit when it was being made in 2023. Now, here, I said this yesterday already. That SINDER had said on her stream that the Angel outfit, the Greek-inspired one, has been in works for 2 years. She did say that on stream. I personally don't have receipts for that, apart from her own word. And I think, so far, she really should have brought receipts here. I think she really should have brought receipts. There are 0 receipts in this document. It's only an apology. The hoodie one, the sleepy one, I showed that yesterday too. Pretty sure Nano has it on her one here too. here, this one. I showed this yesterday to you. I think the only thing sus with this is the hair. That the hair suddenly covers the eye too. I think that's the only sus part in it. But having a pajama comfy outfit just makes sense. I want to have an outfit like this too. I call bullshit on the similar looking outfits being total coincidence. One thing I'm gonna say, and I'm not gonna say if it's coincidence or if it's not coincidence, but I just made a post on Twitter. We're gonna look at it after we're done with reading the doc. We're gonna look at everything else after we're done reading the doc. Okay, chat, chill. What I'm going to say is, humans are wired to see patterns. We are. It's a survival instinct that keeps us alive. And often we see patterns where there are none. But I will admit that it is very, very sus. And I would like to see receipts. I would like to see receipts, because right now we only have Cinder's word. Everyone else bought receipts. Everyone else posted screenshots. Everyone else posted timestamps. Nowadays, noticing patterns gets us in trouble, though. But yeah, I agree. That is also true, yeah. Okay, back to the thing. And my original ref sheet laid the groundwork for that idea. I've never liked theming anything around my brand in a religious light. So I chose to make my angel form more Greek Valkyrie than biblically, which also gives it a similar look to my demon form. The sleepy outfit was a last-minute decision to pivot from my fully new 3.0 model, sorry, because I had the opportunity to work with gamer subs on an AFK flavor. Spite never should have received the hate comments over her outfit, or any comments comparing us, or belittling her because of my existence. And I never advocated for anyone to do so, especially given my experiences. Okay, I think we can all take a breather. I don't know. To me, might be, might not be. I would like to see receipts. I would really like to see receipts in this regard. I want to believe her, but we need receipts. Okay, we're taking a quick break. We're gonna take a quick break. We have ads. We don't have ads one. Give us time to process. Yeah. We're gonna... Woo! Oh, chat. I'm gonna go to the toilet. Do we know how many subs she's lost? I saw someone say she lost 30,000 followers. Had an ad. Where would she go? I took a break. I took a quick break so I don't exclude everyone. She did a YouTube stream today? Chat locked? Who, Cinder? Bro, Cinder doesn't even appear on her. She never actually went online? She was supposed to, didn't show. Oh, okay. Okay. Comfy Gaming Sunday. Okay, yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, I would, see why she didn't show. I can see why she didn't show, you know? Hi, Sherlock. I mean, we all seen the foreshadowing yesterday. Yeah, we have. Okay, let's move on. Spite also brought up another creator who reached out to her about their experience with me. As I can only assume it's Nyan Tales. They are an SAM artist who at one point posted a Hellhound OC for one of their upcoming ASMR videos, and it was undoubtedly created using me as a reference. This was right after my debut, and like I said, I was very protective of my design elements being unique to me, and I overreacted. Shortly after, I apologized and they agreed to adjust the character design, and I thought the matter was settled. Give me a moment. Pretty sure we looked at Nyan Tales yesterday. Here. This was it. But like, oh, you guys can see the character, sorry. Like, here's a character. Like, that one, it just doesn't look like Cinder. Just doesn't. So, this was right after my debut. Like I said, I was very protective of my design elements being unique to me, and I overreacted. Definitely did! Shortly after, I apologized and they agreed to adjust the character design, and I thought the matter was settled. I don't see it. I don't know. Do you remember when she sent her entire following to attack me? Because I made an ASMR roleplay with the Hellhound, copying her, or how about when she was actively liking tweets calling me names? Of course we don't remember, cause she made me delete every tweet regarding it after it happened. This mean girl behavior is not new. Smaller creators like myself were just intimidated into science and pretending like it never happened. If Cinder did apologize, she should have brought receipts. I don't understand. I don't understand why Cinder isn't bringing any receipts. Cinder, what are you doing? Like, I want to believe this, but where are the receipts? At the very start of my online career, I was a GFE ASM artist. That's girlfriend experience. So pretending to be the girlfriend of chat, basically. Before I started my channel, I had gotten into listening to roleplay audios myself. I had always been a shut-in throughout high school and college, and I wasn't happy with where my life and relationship were at the time. After uploading my first 3 audios, my channel started growing fast. This was the first time I was in union. I'm sorry, what does this word mean? Überschwemmt. How do you say it?
Inundated.
Inundated. Flooded.
Inundated.
Inundated. Okay. Was inundated with so many people wanting to know me and talk to me. And I got lost in the excitement of it all. Not fully coming to terms with these messages being because of the kind content I was making. I was immature and inexperienced with how to conduct myself online. I have never had many IRL friends and had met Rain doing ASMR. I quickly became comfortable chatting with him about everything, divulging my grievances about my personal life when I shouldn't have. I cheated on my boyfriend with Rain in these conversations, flirting and sexting. Okay, she admits it, respect for admitting it. Respect for admitting it right here. It's, the thing is effed up, but respect for admitting it. I used Rain for emotional comfort and sexual fantasy while I let my real life relationship collapse. It was about my dissatisfaction with my personal life and escaping into messages with someone else who I found through content focused around GF and BFRP. Girlfriend and boyfriend roleplay. She can't really deny it when receipts are presented. She could just not address it. She could just not address it, you know? It was never about climbing the ladder with Rain, and I find that being his takeaway from why I moved on baffling. I don't know. Could be, could not be. I really do not know. By the time I was ready to debut as SINDER, I wanted to leave that in the past. Still, to this day, I regret my decisions and have been living with it since, and I was lucky to be able to mend my relationship after this. Okay, I must say, I believe I said this yesterday too, right? That she probably didn't want to talk to him anymore because she felt guilty about what she did. About her own actions and just wanted that to disappear into her past. That's probably why she wanted to move on from Rain, is my guess. I'll give her this. She's pretty good at manipulating, I imagine. It comes naturally to her. Bro. Like, chill out, man. Like, chill out. We're reading right now. Like, we don't know for 100% sure. Let's chill. Because some things I already said are true. Like, some things I can say that there are receipts for. Others, we are heavily missing receipts, and others seem truthful, and others seem just BS. Do you think Red sabotaged SINDER with this because she cheated and Red and SINDER fought each other at manipulating different people? I don't know, man. That's some mental gymnastics. I have no idea. Let me drink some more water. Let me drink some more. And lastly, I want to address Peaches. Who's Peaches? Wait, who's Peaches? Why are we in emote only right now? Could we turn emote only off again? 5 minutes of emote only to chill? Okay, but I need to know who Peaches is! Turn emote only off! I'll give my final thoughts on all of this once we got through this. Yeah. Chat! Who's Peaches? Peaches was their friend from the ASMR days. She's from Zelda, right? Peaches. Them Peaches! Oh my god. Them Peaches, the one that accused her of having the boyfriend. Oh, wrong one. Right, I don't know, that didn't click. That didn't click. I don't know, that one didn't click at all because I read it at, like, Vamp. I read the name as Vamp first and Peaches second. Okay. Let's go. And lastly, I want to address Peaches. This is a very big problem I have, and I'm surely many others in my position do too. At the end of the day, I am one person. I am one person working on multiple projects, with multiple companies, talking to dozens of people and streaming for hours almost every day. I've never had a big social battery and I get tired very easily when interacting with people. I haven't had much energy at all over the past year, leading to me taking frequent naps. I've rarely been able to keep up with my closest handful of friends on frequent basis. Let alone everyone else. Red has always been a big help in keeping up with things, but he doesn't do everything. I'm so sorry I made you feel forgotten, Peaches. I've always cherished your friendship. What? I don't know what this is about, but okay. And I was so indirectly excited to meet you in Paris. I'm so grateful for everything you've done for me. I've never thought to purposely drop you just because I could. I'm sorry. I know I've made a lot of people feel forgotten or ignored. It's so easy to get caught up in projects or what I'm doing while I have the... Oh! Apologies. I know I've made a lot of people feel forgotten or ignored. It's so easy to get caught up in projects or what I'm doing while I have the energy to do it. God damn it! At the same spot too! Sorry. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you, man. Thank you all. I've been sneezing all day, man. Let's try again. It's so easy to get caught up in projects or what I'm doing while I have the energy to do it that people fall by the wayside. I understand the feeling of those who resent me over this, and all I can say is I'm sorry. I don't know if when Peaches have said anything. Dust in the air, probably. 11 hours ago. As someone who has questioned worth in their space the last 2 years because of the same person, this line hit very hard. If stepping on your friends and abusing your power and a connection is how you get to the top, then I hope you realize no one will get... Okay, so Peaches did feel forgotten and, like, used and whatever. Okay. I knew Cinder 5 years ago when she was touchy and stood by her like a true friend, even when she was being dragged in the ASMR community for misuse of other people's scripts. I supported her VTubing journey, I did everything. Then after meeting her Paris TwitchCon, things seemed to change. I felt discarded, I felt like I must have done something wrong. It's been painful to see someone you thought was your friend constantly on your timeline, to be asked by your community who know you were good friends if you're ever going to collab. I kept asking myself what I done wrong before her to just drop me like I meant nothing, but I guess now I know. It wasn't me. I was just one of her first to be stepped on, and in hindsight, maybe it was a blessing that I was left behind. I don't write this for sympathy, nor do I want it. I just want my community to know where I stand on this matter, since it is assumed that we are friends. Once again, my heart goes out to everyone. Okay, that's why. I don't deserve to be able to contact everyone involved directly to personally apologize, so I'll do it here in the chance they read it. That's... No. 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 Apologies like this should always be personal. That... No. Absolutely no. No. This is... I don't deserve to be able to contact... Bro, again, your own insecurities. This is, again, your own insecurities. First of all, and second of all, this just comes off as a PR stunt. This is not good. Apologize personally? Everyone deserves an apology personally. It's not about deserve, it's about you should. Yeah. This is very disappointing. Apologize in private and say in public that you apologize privately. Literally. Literally. Let's... Shall we read them? Let's go. To Nano, I'm so sorry I let things get to this point, or even entertained the thought of you working exclusively with me. That's not fair to you. I wouldn't be here without you, and I wouldn't have been able to do most of what I've already done without you. I felt overly attached to our relationship over the past 4 years. I loved your work so much that I wanted to make myself exclusive to your art. And should have never sought those feelings to be reciprocated. Everything you ever worked on for me was always so perfect, and I lost sight of how everyone else around me would have felt. I had no intentions of pressuring you into anything, but looking back on my clouded judgment, I can see how my messages felt that way. When I talked about how my models helped you improve, I meant that as looking back on how far we've come together. We've been friends for so long, and I cheered each other on when we both started growing and getting more opportunities like plushies, figures, etc. You had been my exclusive artist for full Life 2D models for the majority of my time as a VTuber, and of course, I would have been sad if you didn't want to continue that relationship. But in all of our private DMs, I was okay with you ultimately doing what was best for yourself. I saw you as someone I trusted and loved, and wanted to make sure you were still taking care of yourself with all the projects you took on, mine or otherwise. I never saw you as just a business partner. I thought I was reassuring that I'd always be understanding if you wanted to move on to other project. I genuinely appreciate our friendship, always saw you as a close friend, and I'm sorry for what I put you through. Alright. No thoughts really, all of this was already stated above. Generally, and already like addressed my thoughts in regards of this. Yeah, its own insecurities. To Bao, since the start, I've always admired you and how genuine you have been to everyone. I wouldn't be here without you either. I'm disgusted with myself for buying into the narrative that my friends were competition. I've never had such genuine friendships in my life. Especially with you, we've gotten to know each other so well online and in person. You've already been through so much, and the last thing I'd want to do is cause more harm. But I did. I'm sorry for not reaching out sooner about those ideas that were put into my head. I wish we would have been able to talk about this too. I didn't know about the severity of things that had been said and theorized about my own friends behind my backs until now. It's my fault for not realizing the things Red was saying about you. The countless friendships I've made here within the last several years mean so much more to me than him and the business side of things. And his way of thinking. No amount of popularity or money means more to me than the relationships I've built in this community. I've always been myself, whether that be on stream or in person. No. I'm sorry, but that's not true. There literally have been cases where she obviously lied about her relationship status and obviously lied about the things where how she would have acted. That is not fully true. And 100% she puts on a sort of mask for a stream with all the loot stuff, like, definitely. And I hope friends that I've made can understand I'd never condone this behavior or any of the things that were said about my friends. I've always wanted everyone around me to thrive and find happiness. I can't stress enough how disappointed I am that I didn't see this sooner until I got to a breaking point. I'm so sorry, Baru. Okay. We got more apologies to go through. to Zach. I love getting to chat with you in person, and I absolutely loved all the hard work you put into the Boss Rush song. I was so grateful to hear you were on the board to edit the MV. I don't remember exactly why the stream got pushed back, but I definitely would have put the blame. I definitely wouldn't have put the blame on you, knowing about how soon the deadline was when you started working on it. I was so thankful for your willingness to complete the project despite everything, and the quality of how it turned out was incredible. I can't believe how Red talked about you, especially after all the effort you put in for me. I'm so sorry for everything that's happened. One thing that doesn't fly is I don't remember exactly why the stream got pushed back. Definitely wouldn't have put the blame on you, knowing about how soon the deadline was. It's worded very weirdly. Out of this sentence, I don't get if she... I don't get out of the sentence, I don't get if she's saying she put the blame on Red because of the pushback of the stream. Not on Red, on Zach. Or if she says she wasn't aware. Or if she says Red did it. To me, this is phrasing it a little bit bad. Zach said the blame was put on him. Yeah, that's what I get, but I don't get if Cinder is saying that Cinder herself put the blame on him. Either way, moving on. Wouldn't have put the blame on you knowing the deadline when you started working on it. I was so thankful for your willingness to complete the project despite everything, and the quality of how it turned out was incredible. Can't believe how Red talked about you, especially after all the effort you put in for me. I'm so sorry for everything that's happened. To Cotton and Lily, I'm so sorry you had to get dragged into this. It's my fault I let it get this far, but I hope you can believe me when I say I had no knowledge of Red bringing you up in Nano's DMs. I just learned about all of this myself, and there could have been so many other friends affected by the narrative that things always had to be competitive. If I knew Red was trying to exclude specific friends in this exclusivity deal, I would have spoken up. None of my friendships are worth sacrificing over in our peace. I love being your friend and all the memories we shared. And I hope someday you can forgive me for allowing this to happen. I don't know. I just don't know. To Silver. Since the start, I loved that I saw someone else sharing so many similar interests to me, and I thought maybe someday we could talk about it all and be good friends. I was blinded by all these hate comments around me calling me your lesser self. And I hate the person I've become towards you. I tried reaching out some time ago to try to start up a friendly conversation to change things and make things right. Say hi to you at conventions and support your endeavors. But despite all that, I was still being eaten alive by my own doubts and fear on harassment. I was pressured by the community as a whole to try reaching out to collaborate, since I got these messages so often comparing us, and hope we could work out something. I can get that because... Okay, this sentence right here. Pressured by the community as a whole trying to reach out to collaborate. I can get that much, and I'll tell you why. Because I often have people in my chat also asking me, when are you gonna collab with Alana? So I can get behind that. Like, as a content creator, as a streamer, as a VTuber myself, I do have you guys saying that too. You know? That does happen. That definitely does happen. But let's keep going. I'd love to see you two collab, but it's up to you guys. I get that, right? I get that a lot of times fans of both communities would love the two content creators to collab together. I do get that, right? I absolutely do. And I do get those comments. All I'm saying is that I can see her getting those comments. You know? When are you gonna collab with Donald Trump? Again, she definitely was taking online comments way too serious. I'm always harsh on people that get affected by this heavily. Because I'm harsh and I think they're not fit out to be a streamer or a content creator. Because that's just the nature of the internet. But that's just me and I'm very harsh. But I'm also no one to say that no one deserves or that shouldn't be a content creator. Just because of that one thing, right? I get that that's a little bit mean-spirited to say. But that's my general opinion on it. If you cannot take bad comments on the internet about yourself, it's going to be hard for you. It's going to be very hard for you. And I mean, we can see how this panned out for her. She let it get to her, to the point where she started resenting Silver. Bow's apparently very mad about the Google Doc. Okay, we'll look at it after we read through it all. The photo of me at the meet and greet was taken candidly and I thought it looked so cute. I posted it without asking you, which was wrong of me. Very true. I was so wrong for letting everyone get in my head about all these malicious feelings. I'm so sorry for any opportunities I've taken away from you. I'm sorry, Silver. Alright. To Spite, I'm sorry I had assumed things about your design that weren't you. I'm sorry you've been harassed by commenters needing to compare us. And I apologize for the way Red spoke about you to Nano. You didn't deserve any of this, Spite. I'm sorry. To Peaches, I'm so sorry if I made it seem like I was ignoring or ghosting you. I was so happy we had the opportunity to meet in person. I was apologetic with how busy things were at the time. I wanted to spend more time with you, but as I got more and more DMs and messages, everything became so overwhelming. I can get behind that. Personal experience here again, I can get behind that. I already get a lot of DMs. I get a lot of DMs and I appreciate all the DMs I have been getting. Like, I've gotten a lot of positive DMs. But for me, personally, it's also hard to get back to other people because of that. Because there's just that amount. And then sometimes it just, like, it slips your mind and then you never go back. And, you know, I can get behind that. But you get DMs, unfortunately. No, I do. Yeah, I do get DMs. Did she apologize to Bao already? Yeah, Bao is right here. Bao is here. Bao is second. Okay, let's keep reading. But as I got more and more DMs and messages, everything became so overwhelming. It does get very overwhelming. And me, as a smaller creator, I already get a lot of DMs. Now imagine someone as big as Cinder, how many DMs she must have gotten, right? I've always had a low social battery and that made it so hard for me to keep up to date with all my friends. I've never had any ill feelings towards you and I still don't. Okay, Rain. We're almost done, chat. To Rain, you were the first person I met as an ASM artist. During the time where I was immature and vulnerable, I ended up being consumed by the content I was making and it led me making awful decisions. I still think about and regret. I was not in a good spot at the time. I've hated myself for this kind of behavior and it took a long time for me to move on from what happened. I have no excuses. I'm sorry you were dragged into my drama and I'm sorry how I made you feel after I just wanted to close the book on things. Okay. I've already said, I'm sorry I made you a homewrecker. Come on, man. I've already said the reason why she started ghosting him or stopped responding to him was likely because literally she wanted to move on from that and she felt guilty about that. Not an excuse, not saying it was alright how she acted, just explaining why she might have acted the way she acted. In this regards. Sherlock. Last apology to the Pyropups. I'm sorry to my Pyropups and my mods for expecting me to lead by a better example than this. I'm sorry to the VTuber community for looking towards me as someone to aspire to. I'm sorry to Kaiser, who's put his heart and soul into everything he's ever done for me, and not even talking to you about how I felt. I'm sorry to the dozens of artists that have put their hard work into me. And I'm sorry for the rest of my friends who I've let down. I've led a bad example and I don't expect forgiveness. I've made many mistakes over my 5 years on the internet. I'm only one person living the one life I get for the first and only time. Like everyone else. As said at the start, I ended up developing an extreme unhealthy work-life balance. And the harm Red has caused with the way he viewed things is irreparable. Blaming it again on Red here. You didn't need to bring Red up. The way I've been perceiving things lately is not how I want to view the world moving forward, and this goes to show there's a lot I need to address and improve if I'm to continue being a content creator. I'm devastated that the friendships so special to me may understandably never be mended again. I love my job and I love all my friends I've had. Thank you for reading, Cinder. Apology not accepted? I don't know. I think it's a mid-apology. I think all of these down here, the specific ones, all of this right here, this needs or needed to be... This needed to be private. All of this needed to be private. All of this right here. This part is for us. It's damage control. It does feel like it. Like, she says she doesn't deserve to be able to contact everyone involved directly. I don't know. Other people might have blocked her already. I don't know what the others did. I don't know them. It's not our decision. We are not her friends, right? We are not Cinder's friends. None of us, unless someone here personally knows Cinder, which I don't think we have anyone like that in chat, but if you do, you go off, Queen. Either way, with that out of the sight. With that out of the way. We don't know Cinder personally. We don't know the others involved personally. It's their decision how they take this. Personally, this feels more like a PR stunt. Like, these parts right here. Like the addressed apologies. Feels like a PR stunt. So you could have emailed? I don't know. That's just me, but emails feel off. That's just me. The parts above that... Definitely mid. There were some things, as already said, that had truth to them, where I do believe her. Other parts is where she is shifting the blame onto Red. But she also is saying she doesn't, like, she shouldn't be forgiven for this. She isn't asking for forgiveness. She's apologizing. So I will give her that. She isn't asking for forgiveness. She is purely apologizing. Limited accountability is sad to see. I do agree. I do agree. Now, the thing is... Now, devil's advocate. Thing is... It might be true. This might actually be true. That Red did all of this. That Red brought all of the other ones in. We do not have actual proof of Cinder talking about Shy Lily, talking about Bao, talking about Cotton, and talking about Spite. We do not have the proof of that. The opposite might also be true. Yes. All I'm saying is we don't have proof of either right now. Now here's something that could happen. Since here she literally says she didn't even discuss this with Red yet. Red could come out, make his own doc, provide his receipts, and claim that Cinder knew about everything. That could happen. Have I have a gift for you? Alright, what gift do you have for me? I honestly think Cinder did know. I'm very split. I do not know. We're gonna look at the Bauer stuff in a second. Does Red have an X account? He does. It's called Redacted or something. I had it open here somewhere. I think I already clicked off of it. But he does have an account. I doubt that Red will call it Cinder. We do not know. It's... Right now? For one, it's in the public eye to decide if they're gonna forgive her, obviously. But on the other hand, it's a private matter of things. It's personal relationships. It's the relationship between her and Nano, between all of her and her friends. Now it's up to her friends to decide what's going to happen. I'm saying this is a mid thing. It's very mid. We already said, like, the bottom apologies, they should have never been a part of this. They should have never been here. She just went to apologize. Like, I said this before. When you go to apologize, just say, you've messed up. Be quick about it. Don't write 8 pages about it. If you want to explain yourself, be short about it. Be to the point. Say, I fucked up. Say, I fucked up. It's my bad. I need to do better. And all of this, it feels off to me. No essays. And again, all of us are here from a hindsight perspective. We never needed to write a doc. We never needed to write an apology. At least I hope so. That none of you guys did need to do that. And so I must say, take this now how you will be. Have your own judgment. Do not go out and harass her. If you no longer wish to support her, just don't consume her content. Do not consume her content if you do not no longer wish to follow her. Unfollow her. If even go block her. Unsubscribe. Do not harass her. Because I have read comments. I've already seen comments, chat. I've already seen comments on Twitter that said, no, we gotta send her hate because she needs to know she's no longer welcome here. That is so out of touch and so mentally online. Do not be that person. Do not be that person, man. If you no longer wish to support her, that's absolutely fine, and I completely understand that. I also now have my personal reservations about her as a person. She's no one I still look up to. I no longer look up to her anymore. Personally, I have cancelled my pre-orders for merch for her myself. I hope that she does become a better person. I hope that she does become a better person from this. I hope that she learns... that she learned about the mistake. I hope that she will take further responsibility about all this. Hope for the best, except lukewarm stuff. Yeah, expect lukewarm stuff. Okay. Where did Bao respond now? Dude, F off. Come on, man. You don't gotta be that rude. Like... Look at the news on her account. Okay, well, let's look at the comments here first, though. Like, I don't think that's okay. I don't think that's okay from Puff to do. As if boyfriend and girlfriend don't tell each other every single little thing. You are blaming him to save yourself. I'm so disappointed and you both. Shame on you for the pain you have caused to all your friends just so you can be the best. I feel like that too, though. That she should have known. I think she would have known. But... Red might have been malicious about it. Red might have been malicious about it. I'm trying to be in good faith, chat, right? I don't want to add to, like, the entire, like, fuck her, no longer want to interact with blah, 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 blah. I don't want to add to the dogpiling. I want to actually see that she's improving. This post was kind of stinky. Phrases like "I'm sorry for the idea" that were put in my head by someone else should have no place in an apology that takes accountability. Absolutely agreed, actually. This one, absolutely true. This one is really true. Because it shifts the blame onto someone else. Very, very true. Since I started VTubing around the same time you did, and I also have a very difficult time with balancing work and life, but I have never tried to F over my friends and try to ruin their careers. This is a poor excuse, we all see through it. I hope you can actually learn and grow from this and stop trying to F people over because of petty jealousy. It's not pretty and no one will want to be your friend if you continue to have this mentality. That's friends. Okay, so people are not receiving it well. Let's go check out Bao. How can you say you didn't know? I showed you both my base model sketch from Nano at WeebCon. I walked on stage and performed together. You were in the group chat where I shared my sadness over Nano suddenly cancelling my model after we were so close to begin live 2D and rigging. And to now find out that just the day before I shared my sadness, this is the conversation that happened that ruined month of debut prep, planning, merge preparation. If you want to apologize to me, please do it properly and stop hiding behind red. Did you cancel models? I did not. I did address this one too. This is what I brought up too, right? We did talk about this one too. Like specifically. This one... Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing to say, man. I got nothing else to say. I understand that Bao is upset. Pixar cutting? I know. But it's not important to show the entirety of it. We already seen it. Like, we've already seen it. This is screenshots we've seen. Give me a moment. Up, transform, stretch to screen. Yeah. This is something we have already seen, you know? She has so many connections, she'll find someone super fast. I don't know. She could have not known. I find it questionable too that she claims she didn't know. I cannot tell you. I absolutely cannot tell you. She just do be good at lying or downplaying. Don't know what people expected. I don't know, man. As someone who is unaffected by this, it's just hard for me personally to decide how to feel so at this point. I think it's where I'm going to choose to remain neutral for the moment while staying informed on the situation. I feel like that's a good stance to have. To just chill. To just chill at the moment, stay neutral, see what's going to happen. Again, it's not... For their friendships, it's not our decision to decide whether she's forgiven or not. It's not our decision. Now, the public eye doesn't seem to be receiving her apology very well, which I can understand. I think the apology is very mid. It feels very PR. It is definitely shifting the blame onto someone else. Or trying to shift partial blame onto someone else. At least. Yeah. Well, I wonder what's gonna happen with gamer subs. I do not know either. As someone who has a gamer subs contract, I do know how the contracts look like, at least for the first year. But I do not know what a partial ownership contract looks like. That I cannot tell you. She owns parts of the company. I don't think they could just kick her out because of that, right? But I don't know. It's partial accountability and strategic ignorance defense. Like, companies do that all the time. Now, the one thing about the apology, right, is she could, like, it could have been honest. Oh, that's Redacted's account. Following him in case he posts something. Again, following someone does not mean you endorse them. Just stating that right away. She could step down. She could. Who knows? Who knows? Either way... What was I saying? I forgot. Right, either way, right. That her apology definitely feels... not good. Not good. Doesn't feel good. The Gamersub support member who handled the cancel of my merch seemed kinda tired when he saw I was canceling the SINDER one. Man, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, either way, I don't think I've got any other, thoughts on this. I think I've stated everything. I don't think Bao's tweet was good either, to be honest. I don't think so either. I feel she's very emotional right now about it, though, you know? She feels betrayed, she feels hurt. And SINDER didn't even give her the respect, to apologize directly, because she says she doesn't deserve to apologize directly, which doesn't even make any sense. Because she was? Yes, because she was. I understand. I don't think Bao's tweet was good, but I understand where she's coming from. I am not blaming her. I don't think it was a good tweet, but I'm also not saying that she shouldn't have done it. I think it's okay for her to tweet that. She's definitely emotional. Like, 100%. I absolutely understand Bao. The apology is bad, but the worst thing is that there's no evidence. That's the thing. There is no evidence. There are no receipts. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. Not good whatsoever. Not good at all. Okay, I think... let me see. I think... Is there any other news in this regards? Did anything else come out? Are there any other big stuff? How do you recover from this? I think she's probably gonna take a break from streaming. My Alana's tweet? Let me check it out. Pete said something? Okay. Let me check some Alana. Let me check out Alana. Oh. Oh, come on. Can we stop? God damn it, man. Can we stop? Replies? Oh boy. No, man. What is this now?
Okay, I confess. SpongeBob killed him. What?
I'm so done with Twitter. I'm so done. Like, literally first thing that's here. My god. You see? It's full. It's full. It's full. Ugh. Yeah. Give me a moment, chat. Alright, I think my wish is that VTubing community can recover and have some positivity. All of you deserve it. I hope so too. I think Cinder is going to take a break at the moment. I believe Cinder's going to take a break. I hope Red doesn't come out with more stuff to refute her apology, to show that she's lying. I hope that's not the case. I hope that she was truthful. I wish her the best. I hope that she improves as a person. And I really hope that there's going to be some receipts. I really hope that there's going to be some receipts. That's all. Give it a few days, yeah. Either way, we're gonna raid into Alana. I wanted to cover this. I'm done. I don't think there's anything else to cover. Alana's still talking about it. Alana's looking at the Twitter right now, at the Cinder apology. So, yeah, she's probably going to talk a bit more about it too. I would literally be as he said, she said. Yeah. We need receipts. If anything, we would need receipts. Either way, let's, go over to Alana. She's covering this as well. If there's, anything else coming out, we might talk about it more tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone.